It's your boy Davidoff. So I'm not a man who likes war. I don't like war. I want peace. But war movies are great, especially war movies on world wars, on the World War One and Two. I think those are the best war movies because obviously it's based on the heroes of the world wars and they deserve to be appreciated. And I think movies are a way to show what they went through, and I think that's great. Even though I don't approve of war, obviously I appreciate everyone who fought in those wars for us, obviously, for the freedom. But obviously, like, I went into this really excited because I do like war movies in general, especially the World War movies. Those are the best ones, whether they're fiction or whether they're based on true stories. This one's based on a true battle. So this one starts with the Pearl Harbor attack, and then it eventually leads up to the Battle of Midway. So the Pearl Harbor attack's at the start, and then the second act is just actions leading up to the Battle of Midway. And the Battle of Midway is between the Japanese and the Americans. Obviously at this point the Americans are neutral. The Japanese invaded China, obviously the Germans in Europe as well. There was all of that going on, and then Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, got the Americans involved. They awoke a sleeping giant, as someone said in the movie. So obviously based on actual events. And this movie, it wasn't that good. You know what was good? The final battle, the Battle of Midway. When we actually got the Battle of Midway, that part was great. The Pearl Harbor bit was done okay, I think. The rest of it, not so much. I like the cast, the acting was okay, but I don't think the movie worked. As a movie, I don't think it worked. I think the only part that actually worked was the Battle of Midway. The rest of it, not so much. But let's talk about the Battle of Midway, right? That's the ending of the movie. That's the whole battle. At times it was like watching a game, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, it was like watching a live action game of Battleship. Like, you see the navies going up against each other, warships against warships, warship fleets, and obviously planes. You get aircraft carriers on both sides, and obviously battleships with planes essentially. And the angles it's filmed at is great. I like how visually it was done. The angles of the planes nose diving, going towards the ships. Some planes trying to suicide dive into ships, trying to blow them up. Submarine involved, trying to fire torpedoes. There's so much stuff going on, and the Americans have got to try and take down the Japanese ships with their planes, while the Japanese go after the American ships as well. There's a lot of things that happen, but it's like watching, like, you get to hear the tactics as well. You hear the tactics of the Americans and the Japanese, and it's just, it makes you think as well. It's so interesting. That part is just so interesting. I'm just like, okay, how are they going to do this? And they show when things fail as well. They don't just show like all the hits. When someone misses a shot, they will show you they're missing the shots. They don't miss things out. If a man shoots a missile from the plane and it misses the ship, they're still going to show it. They show the failures and the successes of all the attacks, and I think that part of the movie is done really well. If I was to just watch that battle, if I was to turn up really late and just watch that battle, I'd be like 9 out of 10, mate. But the rest of the movie just lets it down, and that's annoying because this is a battle that's really intriguing, and I felt you can make a great movie. You can make a great movie out of it, but I don't think this was a great movie. It wasn't that good. Rating for me, 6 out of 10. All right. Aside from the actual Battle of Midway, the rest of it, you know, it wasn't like the whole movie was a Battle of Midway. It was just the ending. It's not like Dunkirk, where the whole movie's a war. The Battle of Midway is at the end. Like, you don't get it at the start, which is not a bad thing. It's just the build-up wasn't that good either. I'm just saying. The battle was good though. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.